If you tuned into me, you watching Gully TV in the morning. Listen to them birds chirping. It's 5 a.m. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I had to get up and check my phone to see if they drafted Shaduer Sanders yet. I don't see no news of him being drafted. He's not a part of an NFL organization yet. I just want to get on here and talk about this shit. It just don't sit right with me the way that he's being handled. And I put a few things in perspective and I want to talk about it. So, Shaduer Sanders, I can't recall a father and son tandem that was a head coach and a starting star quarterback at a university. In college, I could be wrong. It could have been somebody else, but they wasn't as high profile as Deion and Shaduer. I haven't seen that. This draft, pre-draft, he was expected, they said it all last season, early first rounder. They were saying probably the first few picks. None of that happened. And it just makes you say, what the fuck is going on, right? I think Shaduer Sanders is becoming a victim of his father's gigantic, overbearing popularity in society and the NFL. I thought about a lot of different, high-profile players all last night, and I said to myself, I don't know a Hall of Famer, not Jim Brown, none of them. I don't know no Hall of Famer that's as popular as Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is almost like what Michael Jordan is to basketball. That's kind of the space that Deion Sanders is occupying today. Incredible football player, very exciting, dominated football, has some very, very big highlights. In Major League Baseball, two-sport athlete, got iconic shoes. Shoes still a big deal to this day. If you watch the Colorado Buffaloes games, damn near every commercial, when they go to commercial, was a Deion Sanders commercial. His endorsements is through the roof. You got he hands down, he just even their first season when it was a losing season, they resuscitated the whole Colorado Buffalo football program. The program hadn't been good in a long time, and just their presence, even in a losing season, they resuscitated. They everywhere they went, they were selling out shit. They said something about when I believe they went to go play the Baylor Bears. That was Baylor's first time selling out their stadium, probably ever, or in a long time. I know that it was a big deal that it sold out when Colorado came to town. So, very, very profitable that Deion Sanders came to the University of Colorado. He's huge. He got rappers in the locker room rapping. He got Warren Sapp and Terrell Owens and all these different guys, hanging around, part of the program, helping out coaching. Just some shit that has never been seen in college football ever. And I know from experience that white men have a problem with what they term to be showboating. They do. I went through it in basketball for no reason. It just draws out an insecurity. And I believe Deion Sanders' presence in his son's life is causing insecurity and a lot of ill feelings from the NFL's management and infrastructure. They know that wherever Shaduer go, you're drafting Deion too. Deion's going to be present. They're going to have to deal with Deion on some level. You're going to have to deal with Deion in contract negotiations, everything. And Deion got leverage. And they almost acting like, we taking our ball home. We don't want to play with you and shit. That seems to be what it is. If Deion wasn't Shaduer's father, if he was fatherless, if he was a fatherless child, I believe he would already been drafted. He would already be a part of an NFL organization if he was fatherless. That's how I feel. For real. If Deion wasn't his father, somebody probably would have grabbed him already. Deion factors into this heavily. Another thing that I feel factored into this is all of the press coverage. Everything that was going on with Shaduer, Travis, and Deion, it was big time news. Whatever website covered it, whatever news platform covered it, they getting all the hits. They the biggest draw. They the biggest draw in media, in sports media, as far as college football is concerned. Right? So, you got that. And then, the coup de grace, one of the worst things that happened. One of the worst things that happened is they retired his number. Travis Hunter won the Heisman Trophy. Played both sides of the ball. If they wanted to retire his number, I get it. It was people mad that Travis Hunter won the Heisman. They was mad that them niggas came from the historic black college level, came to D1 and got their Heisman. People didn't like that. They didn't. But I understand. Travis Hunter dominated. He did. He played incredible on both sides of the ball. I understand if they decided he's a Heisman Trophy winner to retire his number. But Shaduer's number being retired, I know that didn't sit well with a lot of people. And there's proof. There's proof that it was inappropriate. It is, man. If you my age, you remember Darian Hagan. You remember Eric Bieniemy. You remember Cordell Stewart. You remember Charles Johnson. You remember these dudes at Colorado. You do. I think Ray Carufi would play at Colorado. But you remember these guys. You remember them. You'll never forget them. Especially Eric Bieniemy and Darian Hagan. They beat Notre Dame. Notre Dame was my squad. I think it was probably like the Sugar Bowl or some shit. I was so hurt. They beat Rocket and Tony Rice and them. They did. I watched that game. And I remember watching that game, and I'm like, I knew about Eric Bieniemy. His name was ringing the whole season. Everybody knew about him. He was running wild. I think he's an offensive coordinator in the NFL now. A lot of y'all who younger, y'all know him as an offensive coordinator. I remember when he played tailback at Colorado. he was really something. But his name, you just remember that name, Bieniemy. So I was hip to Eric Bieniemy. I remember watching that game and watching Darian Hagan run the fucking quarterback option. And I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga? I'll never forget it. Man. I'm like, who the fuck is this nigga right here? He was like that, yo. Like, their offense was just clicking. And them guys, their jerseys aren't retired. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to retire Shaduer's number, you have to retire them niggas' numbers too. Like, it's so obvious that this is an instance of preferential treatment. Maybe the University of Colorado got their emotions tied into it. They still got Deion. Deion's still the head coach. He's coming back to coach them this year. They retired his son's number. His son did great. They brought Colorado back to prominence. They did. They ended up being in the top 25 at a period of time this past season. Won some good games. Packed house whenever they play. Celebrities showing up to the games. It's almost like fucking Floyd Mayweather fight. Whenever they play, it's all type of celebrities and rappers at the games and shit like that. Colorado in the news. Jersey selling. money, the shit that Johnny Manziel did to Texas A&M, Shaduer and them did that for Colorado. So they retired his number, and this kid is going to the draft. He's running around with jewelry on the field. He got big-ass Cubans, diamond Cubans and shit on the field while he's playing. He's a pretty nigga. His daddy's a pretty nigga. They kikiing and laughing and partying with rappers in the locker room. He got a fucking Rolls Royce, black joint, driving it around campus and shit like that. Ain't no telling what the fucking... They be having private investigators and for pre-draft, you know, whoever's going to the draft, they be having investigators following them and doing research on them. Ain't no telling what he was doing, who he was fucking. I know he was getting all the pussy up there in Colorado. And you know what's up there in Colorado. He knocking all them broads down. And they go and they take this information back to these league owners, man. And it just turn their stomach, man. This is a situation that they aren't in control of. But you know what they are in control of? They're in control of who they draft. That's the only control that they have left. And we all know these people are very controlling and very tyrannical. And because of that, he ain't been picked up by none of these ball clubs, man. And it's fucked up. I don't know how it's gonna go. It didn't help his case that the pre-draft workouts and shit like that, it was always in the news. They not doing this, they not doing that. If this team select them, they not going there. Like, this is something that athletes have been doing in the NBA draft and in football, you know. I ain't going there. I think Steve Francis did it. I think he might have been drafted by Vancouver or some shit. And, man, I'm not playing there. This shit goes on in football, but whatever that was going to happen with Shaduer, they was going to have to deal with Deion Sanders. Them owners, them league owners, no. Whatever happens with Shaduer, they have to deal with Deion. At some point, they're going to have to deal with Deion for negotiations. Just imagine what type of money Prime going to be all in them people's faces, man. No, this is going to happen. No, this is going to happen. Whoever the coach, he got to deal with Deion. You know what I'm saying? So Deion's presence is probably complicating things on the highest level, and Shaduer is suffering from it. That pre-draft party, that party that they had, they got these lights, and he got all these baseball caps set up, and whatever team gonna pick him in the first round, he gonna put on the baseball. All of that shit was uncalled for. I don't know if that was Deion's idea. I don't know whose idea it was. It was just too much. It was too much going on. That big-ass chain, they showing a chain on social media, big-ass chain. It's just too much nigga shit. It's too much nigga shit, you know what I'm saying? And they saying, them people, those people, they saying that they said, we know what to do with this nigga. We know what to do with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And they put the word out amongst all the league owners. Racist league owners. We not fucking with him. Don't fuck with the Sanders kid. Yeah, fuck him. He can kiss our ass and shit. Fuck Deion, fuck his kid. You know what I'm saying? And that quarterback position, they've lost control of that. They've lost control of that in recent years. They lost control of that. When I was young, it was Warren Moon, and then Randall came. And I think it was a dude for the Raiders named Vince Evans. He didn't start, though. But you didn't see black quarterbacks, period. I remember growing up as a kid. I played quarterback. I remember growing up as a kid, and I wondered, why ain't no black quarterbacks? Like, I lived through watching Major Harris not go to the NFL. Watching Don McPherson from Syracuse not go to the NFL. Watch Tony Rice not go to the NFL. I'm talking about so many bad motherfuckers, man. I love NCAA football. So many bad motherfuckers, man. did not go to the NFL. They was telling these niggas, man, if you go to the NFL, you got to play wide receiver. You got to play cornerback. They made it an aptitude thing. Like, niggas couldn't think. Like, niggas wasn't capable of running an NFL offense or leading a team in the NFL. Some racist shit. It was very racist. Over the years, the black athlete just overpowered that whole idea. They overpowered that idea. The black quarterbacks was dealing with it all the way until Cordell. They turned him into Slash. They had Cordell Stewart playing wide receiver and a bunch of other shit, like he wasn't capable of holding it down and shit. But the quarterback position is something that they lost. They lost that. That used to belong to white men. That belonged to them. Now, you got these quarterbacks running 4.2s in the 40, 4.3s in the 40. These niggas fast as a motherfucker. These niggas got rockets for arms and shit. You just can't suppress the greatness anymore. And Shaduer Sanders is another one of them. Black quarterbacks, talented black quarterbacks coming to the league, but they gonna have to pay. And they know it. And they don't want to play ball right now. But yeah, it's 5:15. No, it's 5:24 in the morning. As of right now, to my knowledge, I just looked on Google. Shaduer ain't been drafted. He's not a part of a team. And it's just so fucked up. It's fucked up. It is. So I just wanted to run through those scenarios on why a big part of it, that jersey retirement didn't help his case at all. That happened it happened weeks before the draft. Let's say 3 weeks, maybe a month before the draft. And everybody like, huh? Retiring his number. It's they like, man, he's getting too much preferential treatment. Like, it's one of the biggest stories online. It's almost like an injustice. You know what I'm saying? As far as Cordell Stewart and Darian Hagan and them dudes went to bowl games. I don't know if Cordell and them, I think Cordell and them did win a bowl game. But Darian Hagan, that's a crime. That's a crime. That's a crime. And if you don't know who Darian Hagan is, he was number 3 for the Colorado Buffaloes. He played quarterback. He could pass, but he ran the fuck out the option, man. And you should go check out his highlights. Go check out, I think that was 1990, the Colorado team from 1990. Could be 90, 91, something like that. Maybe like 1990. Incredible, electrifying quarterback. And his number's not retired, and that's a crime. But that's another one of the things that's associated with Shaduer Sanders. Anyway, subscribe to my channel, The Real Gully TV. Hip-hop, sports, and fashion. You already know. Follow me on Instagram at IamGullyTV_. I'm on Twitter at GullyTV1. When you like this video, hit that subscription bell, man. The top subscription bell, so you get all of my notifications whenever I get on here, man. You already know, man. It's the dribble. Peace.